So check this out. I'm blocking out with this piece of paper and this pen.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hey Miss Random, I seen you in here. I see. Y'all know how it is. I'm gonna give it a few minutes, let people come in. Hey Miss Monique, I completely agree, hon. Thank you for the info, and I'm definitely going to share it out today. And I do have mail call, but we'll hold off on that for a few minutes. Miss Monique, I did share it with the girls in group text. Hey, Ohio, how are you, hon? It never fails. I go live and I start yawning. And my 5x5 ladies. So do I, Randall. I wish I could go up there and kidnap her and her husband and bring them home with me. Yes, ma'am, they do, Monique. Hey, Monty, how are you? Thank you very much, Ohio. Thank you, Random. Hey, Sister Marie, how are you? All right, take your time, hon. I agree, Monique. Are we sure that he is not Potato Head's son? Because they both seem to be doing the same thing with their respective countries. Oh, I understand, Ohio. I'd be doing the same thing, but I can't when it's my life, so. I mean, I probably could, but then I couldn't concentrate, so. You know how that goes. And I say that right there's what's fucked up, Monique. Potato Head needs to stay the hell out of it. None of his concern. Potato Head, I think's just scared that it's gonna happen here. Boy, it seems like everybody going live. Jeez Louise. I don't blame you, Monique. I have not, Ohio. It was sharing that K. Marie was going live in 30 minutes. What's this? That's weird. Y'all have to overlook me. I'm looking at the flight tracker. And there is a lot of military air traffic going on today. Especially right around my area. There's one of the big boys right over here right now. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, I did see where Northern Girl was going live, Monique. We're actually going to discuss that. Yeah. I've got several articles on it, as well as what's going on up in Canada. And I want to thank Miss Monique for sending me the news articles that I'm going to be presenting, as well as a video. What's that one? Why is that one black? Hey Flintstone, how are you? Hey Wizard, how are you? I'm glad y'all joined us. It is, Monique. It really is. I'll definitely look it up when we get finished here, Ohio. Yes, and before I forget, because I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day, especially this year. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. It's kind of been one of those days where I kind of stayed to myself. Okay, so then. Am I the only one that watches these flight trackers and sits here and wonders where these planes are going? Especially when it don't give you a destination. But, alright, I'm going to go ahead and play y'all this video that Miss Monique shared with me.
So check this out. I'm blocking out with this piece of paper and this pen certain keywords that you don't want on your Instagram just because it puts that stupid thing to cdc.gov. But look at this QR code. The QR code that people have holds a lot more information on them than they may think. Okay, this is Canada's QR code, but many countries have a similar thing. Look at all the information it has on you. Religion, organ donor, driver's license, marital status, non-essential access, reserved for future use. So that's a thing that they're going to have more info in the future. Allergies, gender identity, smoker, sex. Are you a firearms owner? Are you a restricted firearms owner? Do you have any warrants? And then look at this. What's your credit score? How many accounts do you have? How much do you owe? What did you make this year? What did you make last year? This is how much information that QR code will have. This will be the social credit system on steroids, if not a carbon copy of it. And this is what people is being imposed on. That's being imposed on them. And the only power this has is the power you give it. If everyone refuses, good luck with this system, man.
Hey, Guardian. Hey, Mono Chains. Oh, I know how I appreciate it. Right, Wizard? Yeah, it's kind of weird to me. I'm not sure, Wizard. But, yeah. For a while now, I've been kind of weary of that system that was discussed in that video. It's definitely something we need to keep an eye on. Guys, I'm going to turn my camera on a minute and I want to show y'all something. And y'all know usually I do not turn my camera on, but I just want to share this with y'all. Okay, see the black dots where I'm at, right? This blue plane here just left from directly overhead of us. And you got this green one eerily close. You can see you got all these. And then you've got, let's see, where'd they go? Well, hell, they turned them off. But over here where Savannah is, they had like 5 choppers a while ago. It's just weird to me. But welcome, Guardian, either way. You've always been very polite when you come in. I appreciate that. But alright, let's jump into it. Alright, so today I was speaking with Miss Monique and she was sending me links to what's going on up in Canada. We all know Miss Monique's up in Canada. And guys, to me this is very, very disturbing. We talk about Potato Head, overreaching with the American citizenry. And I honestly believe that Trudeau, I think that's how you pronounce it. But anyway, the Prime Minister up there is very disturbing. Trudeau invokes Emergencies Act for the first time, and this is off of the BBC website, if anybody wants to look it up. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has taken the unprecedented step in invoking the Emergencies Act to crack down on anti-jab mandate protest. Mr. Trudeau said the scope of the measures would be time-limited, reasonable, and proportionate proportionate. The military will not be called to assist. Without a court order, banks will be able to freeze personal accounts of anyone linked with the protests. Mr. Trudeau faces widespread criticism for his handling of the protest. This is about keeping Canadians safe, protecting people's jobs, he said. He said the police would be given more tools to imprison or fine protesters and protect critical infrastructure. The extraordinary move by Mr. Trudeau comes as demonstrations across Canada enter their third week. It is his most aggressive move since the protests began. On Sunday, law enforcement cleared the anti-mandate protesters at the Ambassador Bridge in Windsor, a critical pathway for Canada-US trade after a week-long stalemate. Hundreds of protesters remain in Canada's capital city. Last week, Ontario Premier Doug Ford called for a state of emergency in the province in response to the protest. Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland said banks will be able to freeze personal accounts of anyone linked with the protest without any need for a court order. Guys, I know there's been a lot of people that has donated to certain channels that has went to Ottawa. So we definitely need to be on our P's and Q's. She said they were broadening Canada's terrorist financing rules to cover cryptocurrencies and crowdfunding platforms as part of the effort to clamp down on the protest. It's all about following the money, she said. Hey Keith, how are you? Hey Tiger, how are you? Oh wow, Monique. The Emergencies Act passed in 1988 demands a high legal bar to be invoked. It may only be used in an urgent and critical situation that seriously endangers the life, health, or safety of Canadians. Lawful protests do not qualify. Guys, last time I looked, this was a peaceful protest. Speaking on Monday, Canada's Justice Minister David Lametti said the government believes these conditions have been met, saying the current crisis is national in scope and exceeds the power of existing laws and Canada's provinces to respond. Lametti and Trudeau stressed that the enormous powers of the legislation would be applied temporarily in a highly specific manner, but the decision has already been met with criticism. Hey Kendall, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day. I have serious doubts that this definition is met, said Leo West, an assistant professor of international affairs at Carleton University in Ottawa, on Twitter. Protests are ongoing in various parts of the country. In Ottawa, the nation's capital, between 400 to 500 trucks has been parked in the city center for 18 days. Protesters have paralyzed parts of the city, mainly on streets around Parliament. The city of Ottawa declared a state of emergency over a week ago. Weekend protests have also taken place in cities across Canada, including Toronto and Winnipeg. The demonstrations have been both disruptive and expensive. The trade disruption caused by the week-long partial closure of the Ambassador Bridge and other trade routes has been estimated to cost some 380 million Canadian, 300 million, I'm guessing that's US, and 220 euros. So, guys, to me, that's kind of like, well, no, not really, because our martial law includes curfews and all. I'm sure Miss Monique can explain it better than I can, but all right. Canada trucker protest. This also comes from bbcnews.com. What powers will Emergencies Act give Trudeau? Awesome, Tiger. I'm glad to hear. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has invoked the never used Emergencies Act to give his government enhanced authority in response to the anti-jab mandate protest and blockade gripping Canada. The law will grant Trudeau government extraordinary power for 30 days, including the power to prohibit public assembly, travel, and the use of specific property. The move comes amid weeks of disruptive and expensive demonstrations against COOF restrictions. Law enforcement on Sunday reopened the bridge in Windsor, a critical crossing for Canada-US trade, after a week-long standstill, but in Ottawa, hundreds of demonstrators have begun their third week of occupation around the city's Parliament Hill. Here's a look at what the Emergencies Act is and what it can actually do. The Emergencies Act, passed in 1988, bestows the government with added powers in times of national crisis. The situation must meet a high bar specifically for an urgent and critical situation that seriously endangers the lives, health, or safety of Canadians. And Cabinet may only invoke the legislation if the emergency cannot be addressed by any existing federal law and if it exceeds the capacity of the provinces to handle it effectively. Excuse me. Hey, Sophia, how are you, hon? And Cabinet may only invoke the legislation if the emergency. Okay, I done read that. The Emergencies Act outlines 4 different types of emergencies: public welfare, health emergencies, public order emergencies, international emergencies, and war emergencies. If the legislation is invoked this week, it will likely be under the public order category. Again, the criteria here is strict. Lawful protests do not qualify. Okay. Instead, the situation must be considered a threat to the security of Canada, as defined by the Canadian Security Intelligence Service Act. The law outlines 4 possible scenarios: espionage or sabotage, foreign influenced activities, threats, or use of acts of serious violence for political, religious, or ideological objectives. Covert unlawful acts intended to undermine or overthrow the constitutionally established government. It is so far unclear which scenario Mr. Trudeau would rely on to justify the use of the Emergency Act. None of these four scenarios have been clearly present in Ontario. No, wizard. No, 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 no. No, siree. That's not going to happen. Who's fucking with you, wizard? Wizard. Wizard, why don't I drop the link and you come up and tell us what's going on, okay? You want to do that? I mean, I completely understand, changing your number and whatnot. I really do. What about a backstage, Wiz? Will you do a backstage with me? Is it the same ones we've been dealing with? I mean, I completely understand, don't get me wrong. At least backstage, I can control who hears and whatnot. Wizard, I guarantee you they won't nobody at all record anything that's said. And I stand on my word to that, and I've never lied to you. Yes, sir, Wizard. You've got my email. You know how to reach me. Let me know what I can do to help, please. I've talked to you about that You know, that other thing. And whoever's watching that's fucking with Wizard, I will come after you. You won't have to worry about the fairies. It's me you'll have to worry about. Wizard's my brother. And I will tear you, YouTube channel, and everything else down brick by brick. Wizard, everybody loves you. You know that. Oh, wow. Exactly. Wizard, I don't know what to do when I go to a channel and you're not in chat. I don't know how to act. It makes my night to go in a chat and see you cutting up. I gotcha. I agree, Keith. I completely agree. Hey, Fawn, how are you? Just if he come home okay, if he didn't, that was okay too. He don't deserve that dog. He don't deserve that dog. Are they in our group, Wizard, or elsewhere? Sorry, guys. We seem to have misplaced our German Shepherd. He jumped the fence at 6 a.m. this morning and has yet to come home. Gotcha. Oh, damn, Wizard. I'm glad to hear. Fine. Can I be completely honest here for a minute, guys? Guardian, I thought that, but we've had them, you know, close by in heat before. But he's never been gone this long. Oh, I will, Wizard. I'm not going to name names and I'm not going to involve anybody but myself. This is a little bit about me. And it does have to do with what's going on in the community. I have always been one of those women that I sit back and I take and I take and I take and I take, whatever's thrown at me. He, Lord, we've definitely got some clothes outside Flintstone. And that's the way I was growing up. And the last, I'd say probably the last 15 years, I have found my backbone. I've started standing up for myself. But I have always been one that would go against someone bullying someone else. When it comes to someone going after my family, whether it be my real life family or my family here on YouTube, guys, I will stand up and I will go to fucking war. It is, Wizard. That's the reason why I listen to my gut. But if people want to come, and neither can I, Flintstone. Neither can I. Old Tiger, I've named their names right here on this channel. And they'll sit here and listen, they won't say a word. But this is my final warning to those in the elsewhere category. We all know I agree, Wizard. If someone's got a problem with me, they need to man up, woman up, grow some balls, whether it's on the chest or between the legs, and come to me. I don't care if it's, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't care if it's Lake Fairy. I don't care if it's Bigfoot. I don't care if it's TJ. I don't care if it's uh, In God We Trust or whatever his little thing is. They can come at me. Oh, Wizard, I know they know. Others, gotcha. Alright, we'll change topic. Hey, hey, I got a perfect topic change. So, guys, I'm kind of excited. I have my first mail call. Definitely don't leave us, Wizard. We're here for you, okay? And that's all I'm going to say. You guys, let's leave it alone. And which I knew it was coming. Love you, Wizard. I knew it was coming. But like I said, it's my first mail call. So I am very, very excited. Okay? Yes, sir, Wizard. Alright, let me turn my camera on. As you can see, it's an Amazon package. I like Amazon. Alright. I'm gonna set y'all down so I can, yeah. And I want to say thank you very much, Sophia and Chris B. You guys are awesome. Alright, let's see what we got. Can y'all see? Oh, it's upside down. I can't even read that. My eyes is so bad. It's for survival. But let's open it on up. Beaver Pale. Ah. Yeah, I got milk cow bug. How are you? Look at there. It can go on my bug out bag. What's the opener? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I love you guys too. I really do. I am so thankful I found you guys. All of y'all. Okay. Ah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ah. Look, guys. Look. Look. Ah. I could not wear those, Wizard. That's exactly it, Wiz. Let's see what all we got here. I am extremely psyched. Y'all have no idea. Hey, Miss Ghetto. A hemorrhage control bandage, not package. Some gauze tape. Me too, Miss Ghetto, and I rarely get them. What's that? I'll have to open that to see what that is. That's exactly basically what this is, Tiger. Ha ha. Splint. C-curve. Ankle splint. Double layer wrist splint. Some surgical scissors. Hot diggity dog. And what's that? Awesome, an emergency Mylar blanket. Ah! Guys, I am so excited. You have no idea. And for it to come in on Valentine's Day, of all days. I didn't even hear when they pulled up with it. Hey, Zach, how are you, hon? I had walked out, to holler for the dog, and there it sat. Cool, Wiz. I am doing good. I was just thinking about you. I need to get back over there and see you again, maybe tonight or tomorrow night, and chit chat. Hey, Awkward, how are you, hon? My email is win, W-I-N. Well, no, we'll go with the other one. It's Sweet Georgia Peach 007 at gmail.com. And I'm glad. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But Tiger, it's also up in my about section at the top of my channel. Sometimes I can't remember my emails. I'll be gave y'all my personal email, in which, that's okay too. Oh wow, random. It's supposed to be sweet though, Tiger. It's supposed to have a W in there. Excuse me. Miss Deanne, have you checked that flight tracker today? There sure is a lot of flights over my way. Right, random? We always love on them babies. Always. Right, Wizard? There ain't nothing like it in this world. Alright, guys, I'm gonna open the panel up. If anybody wants to come up and join me, y'all more than welcome. Alright, Tiger. Definitely, babies always have my heart. It don't matter who their parents are, who their families are, or nothing. A child does not ask to be born. I waited 12 years in between my girls. My youngest wasn't exactly. She was a surprise. Honestly, Sophia, I didn't think I'd be able to have the youngest. I really didn't. Oh, and by the way, some of those satellite debris and all is hitting the moon as we speak. We know that you'll always be there for them, Randall. Always. Oh, wow, wizard. You're right. One day you will meet him. Yeah, Tiger, mine's over with as well. I I made that decision. Well, actually, I made the decision when my youngest was born to go ahead and have the clip burnt and tied done, and then last year I went ahead and had everything removed. But that's due to family history of female cancer. Now, my oldest daughter and her husband lost a set of twins. And my daughter's also lost a couple of more. I honestly cannot wait for grandbaby. Which I have 4 from a previous relationship grandbabies, but they're not biologically mine. But that to me that doesn't matter. That's true, Wizard. Scorpios does feel it a lot harder than the other signs. I'm a Taurus, so. Oh, I hate to hear that, Tiger. Yeah, and one thing's for sure, a Taurus should never marry another Taurus. That was definitely a no-no. Oh, I hate to hear it, Sophia. I never experienced that, and I'm grateful that I didn't. But I I can't imagine the grief. Oh, Monique. That's right, Guardian. It is not. It's not. It's not good at all. Oh, I hate to hear that, Random. Take your time, Ohio. Wizard. However, I have figured out that I can't think of what his zodiac sign was, but he was born September 20th. Nah, yeah, that was definitely a good pairing. Hey, Backwoods, how are you? Yeah, my spidey senses was telling me that you was lurking around somewhere. Right, Sophia? Hey, Backwoods, when we have that get together this year, I'm gonna bring my coffee percolator with me. Go ahead and get it broke in. I haven't even used it yet. Hey, Mama Red, how are you?
Hey,
Hey, Mr. Backwoods.
I'm freaking all dirty and nasty.
You all good?
Hey, everybody in chat. Dadgum, I was trying to type and all that, and I was like, well, crap. I'll just go on there and say hello to everybody. Hell,
You always welcome on my panel.
I appreciate it. I didn't know if I got to say who I got to say hi to last. What's up, Wizard, Tiger, Random, Monique, Sophia, Mama Red. Look at all these good people in your chat. Guardian, I see Guardian. What's up, Guardian? I heard a little bit about something about somebody messing with Wizard or something. I didn't get to hear all of it. I was trying to. I've got some hens
Mm-hmm.
and in one cage, and then I've got some two hens and a rooster in another cage. And the two hens and the rooster were in the really big pen, and the six hens were in a lot smaller pen. So
Yes,
I
sir.
wanted to merge the two. You know what I'm saying? So I could do away with that other pen. And so I was dealing with that, and because one of them, one of the in the small or in the big pen is a rooster,
Mm-hmm.
and I was kind of worried about where if him attacking the new hens. Man, let me tell you something. I took that freaking. I put them six hens in there, and one of the golden comet hens went after that rooster and chased it and started whooping his ass, and he was trying to fight back, and he ended up going down to the end of the chicken run and just sitting there for a little while. I was like, what the hell?
That's crazy because usually it's the other way around.
Right. Yeah, she went in there and then she went after the other two white hens and had them squawking and running around, and me and my wife was just sitting there laughing like, what in the hell is going on?
Right.
She went in there and said, I'm the boss of this joker. I didn't get to see what you got. I heard you said you got something, I guess from Sophia and them. I was, like I said, some of the stuff I couldn't hear because I was messing with them chickens and all that. And I put some new brush and stuff in there for them to, some new stuff to do, you know what I'm saying, for the hens and stuff. And so some of the stuff I couldn't hear.
Right. I got a trauma kit from Sophia. She
Oh,
sent,
really?
yeah, she sent me a trauma kit from off of Amazon.
Hell yeah.
I got
That's nice.
excited. It was my first mail call.
Right?
But yeah.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
It's even got
Yeah.
the little case, you know, you can Velcro it onto your bug out bag.
Sweet. Got a molly pack with it and everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
An IFAC. Yeah. I couldn't remember the name of it. But yeah. She had told me the other night that she was gonna send me one, and so I knew it was coming. And when it come in today, I was jumping around like a kid on Christmas morning.
Hell yeah. Shoot, I know I've got a couple of things in the mail from some of the people I've met online. And man, it was, like you said, it was like a kid on Christmas Day, man. I was like, well, I couldn't believe it.
Right.
Oh, and I talked to this lady down. So we've got this little gun tactical store kind of. It's a little small deal, It's just because I live in such a small town and everything. But I went down there and they had some 12 gauge ammo and some 7.62 by 39 for my AK, and I bought some ammo, and I was kind of talking to the guy, and he's got some stuff like some fishing stuff in there and some hunting gear and just a little small store. But I got to looking, and they had a sign up there that said we do shirts. So I was like, So I asked him about it, and he said, well, my wife does them. And so his wife was in the back there, I guess, and she come up there, and so we started talking, and I'm gonna have 3 or 4. Well, I'm gonna have 10 shirts made. Basically, I'm gonna keep 2 of them, obviously, because for myself.
Right.
And it's gonna, like, right there, like where like right there on your heart. I don't want to say on your booby. I'm just saying, on the
Right.
right there by the heart. It's gonna say, backwoods and prepping. And then on the right hand sleeve, it's going to have a forward facing flag. And, I don't know. I really wasn't going to get into none of that. And I don't even know if I'm going to or not much, but I thought about just kind of doing some for giveaways and, maybe sell a couple of them if I can. But if not, I may just end up giving them away. Shit. I don't know.
Right.
It's just a lot to mess with, And I am getting 2 made that says Backwoods Girls. Not as in like my girls, you know what I mean, but it's just going to say Backwoods Girls. And that's going to be done in camouflage on a black shirt.
Heck yeah.
I think actually I'm doing one in black and one in gray, is what I told her. Well, it's going to cost me a couple of $100 to get these shirts, so.
Yeah. You definitely can make, some money off of that. I know a bunch of us girls that probably buy it.
Right. Well, oh, thank you, Tiger. Yeah, that's going to be a new series, actually, Tiger. The video, that character is called No More. I don't know if everybody got to see it or not, but I worked on that damn video. I am not kidding, because I'm new at the editing like that. I mean, that's, man, the voiceover and all that stuff, the voice changer. My gosh,
Mm,
I worked on that Saturday night. I started at about 10 o'clock, and I did the one video. It's like a 42-second video, and then the second one that I did, that I put out yesterday, called No More,
mm.
is that's some, I'm not kidding you. I worked on it till 5:30 in the morning Sunday morning, all freaking night long.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And that was a good video.
Man, it was hard to golly, that editing and getting everything. Well, the bad thing is I read it. I did the video first, and just normal,
Mm,
just sitting here in front of the computer, and then I got to looking at it like, all right, I'm gonna try to do this and try to do that, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, I want to do, you know, I want to make it kind of like off the Terminator, the John Connor back then, when they get them messages, and they were all
uh-huh.
static shit, and so I was doing that, started working on that, and then I finally got all that figured out, and the bad thing is the voice deal. So when I'm watching it, I'm like, man, this looks cool as hell, but it's just my normal old voice, and I was like, I
Right.
need to. So I had to try to figure that out, and neither one of the apps that I use to edit allows you to do a voice changer.
Hmm.
So then I had to go find a good voice changer app, and once I got the voice changer app, then I had to figure out how to work it, how to, and then figure out how to get it on the video. Oh, dude, golly,
Yep.
it was literally like 5 o'clock in the morning when I finished that video finally, for a
Oh, I
2 minute
believe it.
for a 2 minute and 40-second video. It took me like 8 hours to fix it.
That's like the voice changer that I use.
Mm-hmm.
You can use it for it'll you can add it to your phone, on which I use it for my phone. So you can
Uh
take and put the video together on your phone,
huh.
and then upload it that way. So,
Yeah, I
but
uploaded it from my phone,
mm,
but it was because I got it on there, and I was like, well, crap. How do I remove my normal voice? And of course, after all that and trying to figure everything out, my brain was tired. And I was like, how do I? And then I got to thinking, I was like, wait a minute, I've got a volume control on this app, that
mm,
controls the speech. And I was like, well, shoot, I went in there and just turned the volume all the way down on the normal voice, because the the voice changer, it's like an overlay, so you can,
mm.
so it's on a separate part. So I just turned down my voice. I finally figured that out, and golly, I wouldn't say I was a pro yet, Miss Flintstone. I freaking uh, cat cut is a good
Mhm.
app to use. It has everything. Huh. I'll check that out, Keith. That's like I said, I'm really learning this editing thing. I kind of did a little editing, just basically snipping and stuff, so it wasn't much of a, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It wasn't much of a editing really, but let's see. He said cap cut. All right.
I want to
All right.
talk like Darth Vader wizard. Yeah. Who's talking about? Who wants to talk like Jar Jar Binks?
Oh yeah, I see that now. Yeah, it was man, that was a lot, but I'm gonna actually start a series of them. He's gonna be, no more, and I've got a deal. I've already got another um transcript or whatever I wrote out. I've got to do some fine tuning on it and stuff, and probably another couple of days I'll put out another one like that, and
Mhm.
it's going to be about our soldiers and the elites and how they mistreat our soldiers.
Yeah,
And
I've been working on my nuclear disaster series, and I'm gonna wind up having to split it into two separate, videos because you got like bombs, you got the nuclear bombs and all, and then you have the nuclear power plants,
right,
you know. And if I had done it all together, that'd probably be, well over an hour video or longer. And they don't nobody wants to watch that long of a video, you know. But
um, I'm trying to look. My hubby wants to know. Actually, that is just a uh, shit, airsoft. That's you can go on for like paintball and airsoft stuff,
mhm.
and they're not too expensive. I don't think I paid but like $15 for it, something like that, 15 or 20 bucks. Oh, we need more prepping videos right now. I mean, yeah, there's so many good prepping videos out there, and I was trying to kind of go more on a creative side of doing stuff, a little more creative. And I mean, there's a lot to prepping, but really there's not a whole lot to it. I mean, you buy the extra food. You want to make sure that you don't buy too much that you can't eat. You obviously buy the preps, like food wise, you buy the food that you're. What's up, Full Monty? Um, Thank you, Guardian. Um, but yeah, you buy you buy the food that you eat. Obviously, if you get something that you're like, I could eat that, I could not, but I mean, when your belly's kicking your backbone, of course, you'll eat just about anything, I'm sure. But um, I don't know, there's so many good um, there's so many good prepping videos out there. There's just hundreds and hundreds of thousands of them out there. And I was trying to do something a little different, try to get people fired up.
Right. Oh, how I emailed you them that you were asking me about earlier. She had asked me about some editing,
Yeah,
apps, and I shared with her what Hutch shared with me. So,
yeah. The prepping videos are good videos, and you know, I mean the it's hard to know what people. It's like I did one on how to let's see. It's like how to find the money to prep.
right,
And I talk about not going to the stores and buying your lattes and all the people are out and they're like, well, I'll go ahead and just stop and grab a McDonald's and eat so I don't have to do it when I get home, you know. And there's just a lot of things. I mean, if you really stop and look at your daily life and where you spend money at, you'd be surprised at the things you look at and you go, you know what? Really, you know, food storage, or, you know, a Berkey water filter is $350. But, you know, if I'd done this and I cut out this and I cut out that, that money will come real quick,
Oh
you
yeah.
know. And so a lot of prepping has to do with just what's more important to you, you know, your priorities.
Mhm.
That's what it really boils down to. If you're one of the kind of people that's like, I've got to have my latte every morning, I don't care if it costs $6. Well, you know, you're spending $6 every day. You know,
Right.
that's by the end of the week or by the end of the month. That's a lot of food preps. You know, you're you know, at the end of the month, you're well on your way to being able to afford a Berkey
Mhm.
within a few months. You know, so I
Well,
mean, it's
that's
go ahead.
that's like with me. I was spending round about $200 a month on cigarettes, and because I was buying them, you know, by the cartons.
Hmm.
Well, not quite that much. It was probably about 150. And so I come across, you know, Tribe's video on rolling your own.
Hmm.
And I've saved so much money doing that.
Exactly. Well,
I
see,
mean,
that's
I might buy a pack or two, you know, when I get paid,
hmm
you know, but for the most part, I roll my own.
right. Well, and it's like me. You know, I smoke these little cigars, these little Swisher Sweets,
Hmm.
and you know, I was just buying them from the stores and stuff. And actually, one day I was at my dad's house, and he was like, "Where you get your cigars at?" And I told him. He was like, "Well, dude, I got this cigar book in the mail." He said, I order them from there sometimes. He said, "I think they've got your cigars in there." And so I got to looking, and sure enough, they did, and they were a little more than half off. They're, you know, I saved myself a little more than half the money. You know, where so I was paying $21 for what I call a skid. So it's
Hmm.
basically that whole complete box, and there's like 15 of them. So there's 30 cigars in there.
Hmm.
And now I get two of them for $20.
Right.
But you know, so that saves me a hell of a lot of money. You know, and
Hmm.
it's them little things like that are real. You know, and you rolling your own cigarettes. You know, several people around here I know that's what they do because it's 10 times cheaper.
It is. Guardian, yeah, you can get the tubes with the menthol. Yeah.
Huh.
I can't remember if it's Tribe or Nisi, but one of them smokes menthol, and so I know that you can get them. So
Right.
me personally, I smoke lights.
So yeah, it's a dadgum wizard must have he got him a smoke, man. It must have been so good he passed out or something. I don't see him chatting now.
That's what I was wondering.
I know how he feels, man. I'm almost ashamed to say this. Um, so the other day, I guess I keep a couple of lighters in my truck
Mm,
always, you know, and just throughout the day trying to figure out this route that I'm on. It's real hard. It's like the most difficult route I've been on, trying to figure out where these foam pedestals are and how they go because the maps don't it nothing jives. I'll just put it that way. And
r-
so I guess during the day I'd end up putting them two lighters in my pocket because I was having to walk a lot. You
mhm.
because some of the places I couldn't pull off the road, so I'd have to pull off way down the road and walk. You know, some of them I was walking them, you know, a mile and a half to get down to where I needed to, and so I guess I'd put the lighters in my pocket, you know, and didn't realize it. I got home, went to take a shower and all that, and I wasn't even thinking. I put the lighters there on the counter and stuff. Next morning, got up, didn't think about it, grabbed my keys, grabbed my stuff, took off, didn't grab the lighters for some reason, and my pen. Got out there, was going to light up, and I was like, looking around, I was checking my pockets. I was like, where the hell's my lighters? I got to thinking, and I was like, son of a bitch. That was what them 2 lighters was for. They come from my truck. They're supposed to stay in my truck, you know.
Right. I've done the same thing multiple times. That's the reason why I make sure I have at least 1 or 2 in my purse as well.
So I was like, screw this. I ain't getting out here and walking and doing all this work and stuff and not having a smoke. So I immediately turned around and went to the store and bought a couple more lighters to stick in my truck. And so, you know, by the time I got back, because, you know, then I was really jonesing, you know, for a smoke. And by the time I got back, I finally, you know, time I got there to get the lighters, I got out. As soon as I got in my truck, it was like Wizard said a minute ago, you know,
Right. I'm the same way. When my feet hit the floor in the mornings, I'm going straight to the back porch and light up a cigarette. Because I'm the only one that smokes in the house. So, you know, I don't smoke inside the house.
Right.
Especially with us, with an almost 3-year-old running around in the house.
Yeah, I don't smoke in the house either. I only smoke out here in my shop, or, well, you know, or out on the carport. But most of the time, I just go ahead and come out here.
Right. I wish I could give up smoking, Ohio. I've tried.
Well, I tried a cigarette once or twice when I was a lot younger, and it's just something about the taste. I just didn't like it, and just to be honest, the cigars, I started smoking on the cigars when I was trying to get off the drugs. You know, it gave me something to do. You know, and because about, well, it's been about 18 and a half years now I've been clean and off of drugs, you know, but I just kept smoking. I don't know. I enjoy these cigars.
Yeah. Keith, I tried vaping, and my doctor crawled my ass up one side and down the other.
Yep. I tried vaping too, and it just seemed like I kept getting more powerful and more powerful with it. It was like I never could achieve what I needed, and then when I talked to my doctor, he was like, have you quit smoking yet? Cigars? And I was like, yeah, I started doing the vape, man, and I thought he was going to punch me in the face. He was like, oh my God. He said, I'd rather you smoke cigars. That's what he told me.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I would rather you smoke cigars than to vape. He said, I'm telling you, vaping is not good for you at all. That's what he told me. So I pretty much I quit vaping and went back to.
Yeah, my doctor told me, she said, I'd rather you smoke a real cigarette than vape. At least we know, you know, the side effects and the harm from regular cigarettes than we do vaping. I was like, okay. But yeah, my dad started smoking at the age of 10.
Right.
And he was smoking Marlboro Reds, cowboy killers.
Mm-hmm.
And the day I was born, he laid down cigarettes and he started smoking the Swisher Sweet cigars, with the plastic tips.
Yep.
And he smoked them to the day I was 16 years old. And then he went back to cowboy killers. And he smoked them until I'm talking about he just laid them down and he never touched them again.
I couldn't. I tried the
I thought,
tipped cigarillos, and I don't know. Something about that tip made me feel weird.
yeah.
Like I was like trying to be high society, or I don't know. It was just weird. I don't know. I was just like, I can't do that.
I tried cigars, but
Wizard, don't be lying to us. Said I just bought my last 2 pack of coffin nails just now. Whatever. Next week you'll be jonesing again. Be like, shit, I'm gonna go get me a. Yeah, just a tip. So I knew it as soon as I said it. I knew one of you ladies would catch that. Putting a tip in my lips. It was something wrong with it.
Keith, there is no way on God's green earth I could dip, whether it's snuff or Kodiak or whatever. No. So I completely agree with you there.
Yeah, I freaking I tried dipping. I actually used to dip for a pretty good while when I was younger, and I just got tired of it. I was like, I don't really like this. I don't know. No, Sophia, you said it first. You made it dirty. Me trying to put that off on me.
Right? There ain't nothing wrong with that, Ohio.
Right? I guarantee you.
I've been known to partake on occasion.
Can you
Yes,
believe
no.
Can you believe Sophia was being dirty?
Right?
Can't believe that.
I used to
Go ahead.
when I used to live with my cousin and her old man. It used to be daily.
I'm not a man, bitch. I'm a girl.
Hey, okie dokie. Well, hello, 3 Basket Living. Haven't seen you, but welcome. But yeah.
Right, Monique, I agree. I agree with that. Oh yeah, I was sitting there and I started trying to say hi to everybody, and I was mixing it up, and I was like, I was trying to look and see who I said hi to and who I didn't, and I was like, well, hell, I'll just jump up there and talk to Peach for a little bit.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy it when people come up and join me. I don't feel like I'm talking to myself then.
Right. I know. As long as I've been live streaming for a couple of years now, I'm telling you, to be honest, I still get nervous when I. What the fuck? Wizard, my ex-wife offered blowjobs every time I wanted a cigarette. I lost 30 pounds, got fired. God dang. Yeah, I just God.
Go ahead.
I, as long as I've been streaming, I can't do it by myself. I always feel like, and it's so weird because so many people you can watch, and there'll be somebody on there, and most, and some people won't even say nothing hardly, and just kind of talk to the chat a little bit, and I get nervous, man. I'm like, man, I feel like I'm supposed to say something, and people are sitting here, watching me, and they need me to say something important or say something funny or something. I get nervous and shit if somebody ain't on there with me.
I'm the same way. I get paranoid too. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or, maybe I'm boring them to death.
Maybe I might just next time I go on there, if I can't get nobody to come up there, I might just be like, y'all stop looking at me. Just stop. Y'all see all of y'all are looking at me, y'all making me weirded out and shit.
All right. That's like usually I'll send out the link, to the girls, or, occasionally I'll drop it in the chat, but here lately I've kind of tried to, steer from dropping it in the chat too much.
Here we go. Sophia, you're so dirty. But I like it. I ain't gonna lie.
Right? Awkward, you do so great on panel, though.
She does.
I've learned a lot from her, and a lot of the guys, including you. It just I'll take and I'll sit back and I'll listen a lot of times, or I'm watching chat.
Right.
Like the other night, I was watching Tribe's chat more than I was commenting. There was some prying eyes in there.
Sometimes when, like Tribe or Hutch or whatever, like when Hutch is doing his Thursday night deals, his community stuff, I'll chat at first, and say hi to everybody and excuse me, all that good stuff. And then after that, I kind of get quiet and chat. It's just, it's because I'm listening. I'm just trying to listen to what's going on and what they're talking about. And I do the same thing on Tribes when, when he's just being silly. That's different, when everybody's being silly. But when they're like really trying to talk about something, like they were the other night with Just Josh and with Miss Texan on there, I talked a little bit in the chat and said some stuff, and then after that I kind of got quiet because I was really trying to listen to what all they were saying.
Right. That's like the other night, in Hutch's chat, it kind of went sideways there for a few minutes, but I think that's kind of been settled down some. Thank goodness.
Yeah, it was Wizard. I was gonna say, he was saying it's funny, but I love my wife. But some people should marry and some people should be friends. That made me think of some people I knew. So this couple that I knew, and then I kind of knew this other couple. I didn't know them that well, but they were friends of ours through high school and stuff. Well, the one couple that I actually knew, they kept fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. And then the other couple, they fought all the time. And so I kind of, during my drug days and stuff, I disappeared for a long time, for, I don't know, about a year and a half or something. And when I started kind of coming back around, I went over to see that one couple that I knew that were my good friends. And it was the dude and the other chick from the other couple. And I'm just like, okay. And then the other couple came over, and it was, so they basically swapped wives and husbands. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they was all friends, and they was like, yeah, we were just married to the wrong people, and they all admitted it, and they was like, man, we're so much happier now. And I was like, what the fuck? I was
Mm,
I was like, damn, I must have done some bad drugs, man. I'm freaking out over here. They sure did.
right. Well, that's like my youngest daughter. Her dad and I, grew up together. We'd known each other our whole lives. And her half brother um, is married to my first cousin, which would make her my daughter's second cousin. You know, and I get such strange looks about that. I'm like, they're not kin. So everybody, wants to pick on my daughter about that because her
Right.
brother's kin to her, married to her cousin.
Oh, okay.
I told her, I said, I said, you ignore them, baby.
Right.
Because, I mean, she's 11 years old. She's just now starting to understand, that stuff.
Right.
And
Oh,
she's
Lord.
very, very timid until you really piss her off. And you piss her off, you've had a bad day.
Right.
But she gets that from mama. Now, her daddy's a hothead.
Yeah, it's funny because it's kind of the opposite or whatever, I guess. Here, my daughter, she's she's real outgoing, real, just like involved in sports and just involved in everything. And then my son, he's kind of like his mama. He's kind of reclusive, kind of standoffish a little, and you know what I'm saying. Just kind of it. I mean, it's just a big difference. My daughter's more like me, and my son's more like his mama.
Now, my oldest daughter, she's just like me. And I think that's the reason why we don't get along the way we should.
Well, see, my oldest, I've got a daughter by a previous marriage, and my oldest daughter's like me. Boy, you talking about a conservative, redneck, gun shooting, gun toting patriot. You know what I'm saying? She is. I mean, she flat will get in somebody's ass. I mean, she ain't messed up about it.
Right.
She sends me pictures a lot of times, and it'll be, of her at the shooting range or out shooting her gun. She loves to shoot.
Right. That's like last night. The Super Bowl was last night. I'm not a football fan. Uh, so I started a live, and was talking, about preps and whatnot. And I'm actually, when my income taxes comes in, I'm looking to buy a 9 mil.
Right.
Because I think that I've never actually shot a real pew pew. BB gun, pellet
Mhm.
gun, yeah. But I'm gonna buy one and I'm gonna let my dad teach me how.
What kind are you looking to get?
I haven't really done my research yet. I just know it's probably gonna be a 9 millimeter or something similar.
Well, obviously, a lot of people. Yes, Monique. it's been a long while back, but I have had some of the imported Dominican cigars. It's been a long while back though. I got into smoking some of the uh, high dollar cigars, but I back in the day when I was when I was younger. But now I'm fine with these swishers. That's kind of falls into that prepping thing I was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I get enough enjoyment off of the cigars that I smoke now to not have to worry about buying a more expensive one. I look at it like, shoot, I go pay, you know, this much and this much for a couple of expensive cigars. I could just about buy a box of ammo, or buy 5 more cans of food. Just I don't know. It's kind of the way I went when I over the years of prepping and stuff. But anyway, the pistol thing, I the 9 millimeter is a great round. I own 9 millimeter and 45,
Mm-hmm.
and then I've got a 38 special and a couple of 38 specials and a couple of 357 magnums.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you, make sure that you can, if you get a semi-automatic, make sure that you can work the slide on it with no problems. And
Right.
the reason I say that is because a lot of them are, you can actually get some like 380s and stuff. For me, I'm like, if you're gonna shoot a 380, you might as well get a 9 millimeter. Got more ump to it. It's the same size bullet, but you get more ump to it, and a lot more knockdown power or whatever. And some people buy 40 cal. I'll be
Mm-hmm.
honest with you, the people that I know that's got 40 cals is really having hard times getting ammo. You're going to find your 9 millimeters a lot easier than you are 40 cal.
Right.
And for me, I'm like, if I'm gonna go more than a 9 millimeter, I'm stepping up to my 45. Because 45 has been around a long, 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 long time, and so has 9 millimeter.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're gonna go, yeah, some of those slides are really stiff, and that's no joke. And Sophia, you're right. My wife actually, she carries revolvers because she just can't. It's not about if you can stand there and you can mess with it and pull on it and mess with it, and you're finally like, all right, you can pull the slide back. You don't want that. You want to be able to grab that pistol and immediately just whap it back. And if you can't do that, you need to try to find one that you can. And you need to take that into consideration, because if something happens and you get a double feed, a stovepipe, whatever, double feed, whatever people want to call it, a misfeed, and it'll jam in there a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then the slide is even harder to pull back sometimes. If it feeds a certain way, it can be difficult to pull back.
Right.
See, Georgia Prey says I couldn't pull the slide back either.
Oh, that'd definitely be something, I'd want to, test out before, I actually purchase, to make sure it slides and whatnot the way it's supposed to. I mean, I'll definitely take somebody with me that knows more about guns than I do when I go to buy it, for sure.
Well, and that's with when I what I did one night was wait till my wife went to sleep,
Hmm.
and of course, I made sure the gun was unloaded, cleared and
Right.
everything. And I went in there and turned the light on and rushed up to the bed and threw the gun down on the bed. And I was like, hurry up, cock it, hurry, 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 Once she grabs, she's looking at me all funny, and she's grabbing the gun. I said, "Somebody's breaking in! Hurry, hurry!" You know. Once she's fumbling with that thing, and she, you know, I mean, she fumbled with it enough that, you know, somebody, if they did kick in the door, they would be up there on top of her before she could have got that thing pulled back.
Right.
You know, she couldn't do it, and you know, if she sits there and has time, and she can, you know, grab it, and, you know, and slide and everything. I even tried to show her some tricks to doing it, which a lot of people will you know, grab the slide and slide the slide backwards. And what I try to show some people, what I try to show some people to do that has difficulty doing that, if you'll grab the slide and push forward with the other hand, push the whole gun forward.
Right.
I know it sounds funny because it's like, well, what's the difference? Well, you're pushing out away from you versus pulling back to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's almost like I have to show you, you know, but it can make a little bit of difference for somebody that has a little bit of weaker grip. And but yeah, so I ended up buying some revolvers. So we got revolvers sitting around the house, that and 12 gauge shotguns. So, you know, it's like,
Right. Ohio, we do not. We have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 places here in my hometown that sells guns, and that's it. One of them's Walmart, 2 of them's pawn shops, and one of them's just a mom and pop convenience store.
right.
We would have to go to one of the bigger towns to find, you know, an actual pew pew store.
Yeah, we've just got that one little store I was talking about earlier, and then right across the street there's a gun pawn store there, and that's all we have here in our town. I have to drive almost an hour to get to any other gun store.
Right. Now, when I was 18 and I just got, no, it was right before I got married. I bought my ex-husband a 22, you know, rifle for his birthday. That was the first and only gun I've ever purchased.
Right.
You know, and I didn't even know nothing about them then. My mom went with me to get it, so, and I bought it from Walmart.
Yeah, they do make some 22 caliber pistols now that are getting pretty good at it. That you can that you can carry for you know, protection. But I mean, don't get me wrong, a 22 will do damage and do what it needs to on certain things. But for me, I mean, it's, you know, you really need a 9 or 40 or 45. I just prefer a 9 or a 45, you know, for myself.
Right. Ohio, as far as I know, we don't even have any ranges here. But that's because it's mostly, you know, wide open spaces here, so.
You live mostly like fields and stuff?
What was that?
You mostly fields and stuff around you, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, very small town, about 2 hours from the coast. And we have a lot of woods and whatnot.
Yeah, you don't really need a gun range if you've got, you know, some woods and stuff where you can shoot at.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time I've been to an actual gun range. We've got just too many places around here. I mean, I could go shoot at my parents' property. I've got a buddy up here that he's got some property I could shoot at, and I've got another place I can go shoot. And then I'm going next Saturday to a training, actually, to a gun training. It's we're going to practice. I guess really we call it training, but it's, we're going to practice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make 2 or 3 videos off of that too next Saturday. I've got some good ideas. I'll make some, instead of just seeing us shoot, I'm gonna like add some music and some sound effects and stuff, and some effect, video effects and stuff on it. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Right. I know Sophia posted some over the weekend, some shorts of them going to the range.
Sophia did?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see them. Wonder why I didn't get alerted to them. Because I dang sure would have checked them out. Look on here. See, I know. Freaking, sometimes YouTube pisses me off.
Yeah, they'll unsubscribe you and you not realize it in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see.
Hey, Minnie, how are you, hon? Neither do I, Wizard. Don't feel too bad. Even though I grew up around them my whole life. Now, my dad's been having problems finding freedom seed for his 410.
Uh-huh.
So,
Well,
but
sure
I
enough,
think
there they are. What the crap, man? It never alerted me or anything. I seen the 7 hour later the cake deal, but I never got alerted at all.
yeah, no, it's done me like that about a couple of people, and somebody would say, "Hey, did you see so and so's video on such and such?" And I'm like, "No," and I go look, and sure enough.
Yeah, because I've got the subscribed and the bell thing on all, so I don't know why it's. I'll have to check them out. It pisses me off. YouTube does that. But sure enough, like I said, I never got an alert or anything. I would have watched them right away.
Mm.
Oh, Sophia. Probably because I got them age restricted. I have Sophia. If you go back and look on my channel, towards some of the start, I've got 3 or 4. I've actually got 5 or 6 shooting videos on mine. One where I shot the KS7 that I had, the pump 12 gauge, the little Kel-Tec KS7, and I ended up getting rid of it because I didn't like it, and I bought an AR-12, or I traded it off the KS7 for an AR-12, so it's a 12, it's an AR style 12 gauge, and I've got a video of me shooting it. I got a video of me shooting my pistol, video of me shooting my AR, and then I've got a couple of videos on there of me down with my fellas, and we're all gathered up and shooting. And I just built the rifle the night before on them 2 videos, and ended up having a problem with it, but it still shot. It just, when you stick the magazine in and try to slap it forward, it wouldn't push the shell in, and
Right.
it ended up being a spring. They sent me the wrong spring in the buffer tube, on the back side of the gun. They sent me the wrong spring, and I ended up having to get another spring. But it's fixed now. I mean, I fixed it like the next day.
Right. Monique, I tote my knife with me in my purse everywhere I go. And if I'm leaving home without my purse, it goes in the small of my back. But it's like the old adage says, you never take a knife to a gunfight. Because you definitely going to lose. But I understand about what you was saying about your husband too, though.
Got one of my buddies. He lives across the street. He's texting me. I'm trying to text him back real quick.
You good? My eyesight's definitely not good enough for a crossbow.
My buddy, well, his dad lives across the street. He actually lives about an hour away, and he come to stay a couple of days with his dad, and he come over here the other night, and we hung out for a little bit, and I don't know, I could tell he was edgy, and boy, he got mad, and he thought I wasn't listening to him or something, and I was like, dude, I'm listening to you. What do you want me to say? And because his dog is getting old, and he said that his dog had went up and he realized his dog couldn't jump on the couch anymore. All she will do is just come up and put her front paws on the couch to get, and so he has to help her. And so he was telling me about it, and I was like, I was like, yeah, and I guess I didn't give him the right answer or something. And he got upset and was like, man, you ain't listening to me. I'm just gonna leave. And I was like, well, all right, I mean. And he's like, well, I was telling you about my dog. And I was like, well, what'd you want me to say? Oh, well, the poor fucking dog. I mean, shit. I mean, I don't, what do you want me to say? It's like.
All right. Hey, Alley Cat.
He was just texting me. It's like, man, I'm sorry, dude. I was an asshole. And he's like, man, I've just been on the edge lately. And I was like, hell, man, I'm not mad at you, bro. I mean, I completely understand. Fucking everybody's on the edge right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Alley Cat. Hey, Alley Cat, I'm good. How about you? You doing good or what? But yeah, so, but yeah, back to the 9mm and stuff. Just check them out. I mean, people are going to tell you a lot of different things as far as that. Hey, Prepper Cowboy, what's up? A lot of people are going to tell you things like, only get this one, only get that one, only get this one. It's like, I mean, I had a Glock 19, and then I bought an HK Heckler and Koch. It's a HK VP9, and I liked it so dadgum much, I went and traded the Glock off for another HK VP9. So I had a match. So I've got a matching pair of them, and I liked it better, And some people, if you told them you got rid of a Glock, they think you is crazy, And then some people will tell you they hate Glocks. I didn't have a problem with the Glock. I liked it. It was a great gun. I just like the HK better. for myself. So you want me to tell you what the best gun is, really?
What's that?
The one you got in your hands when shit goes down.
Right.
That's the
I
best gun.
completely agree.
So and a lot of people say high points are pieces of junk, which they're not that great of a gun. But to be honest with you, there's probably more crimes committed, or more shootings happens with a high point than anything else, just because they're cheap.
Hmm.
And one thing I do know about high point is I know somebody that's got a couple of high points, and they're like, man, I had something go wrong with one, and I told them about it, and they said send it to us, and I sent it to them, and before it was like the very next day they got a brand new one at the dealer. He had to go through a dealer. You know what I'm saying? But um, it was like the next day the dealer called and said, "Hey, I've got your high point here," and he's like, "There's no way, I just sent it off and I ain't even had time to get here." And he said, "Yeah, they sent you a new one." It's like, really?
Right. That's one of my biggest fears, Ohio, is for it to jam or misfire. I definitely want something that don't have much of a kick.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true, Ohio Prepper. They're inexpensive, but they're not cheap. I mean, I actually own a High Point 9mm carbine, so
Hmm.
it's like a rifle, but it's kind of a carbine style. It's kind of short and it's I've never had a misfire on it at all. I only paid 200 and no, I paid $174 for it. It was at a pawn shop. It had been shot, probably 10 or 15 times, and the guy cleaned it. And I mean, the gun looked brand spanking new. And yeah, I only paid like $174, I think it was, for it. And so yeah, I've got that in there. It's never misfired on me at all.
I'll definitely check into that too. Congratulations, Random. I know it's hard to think about, but it's bittersweet. My daughter went for one term and she dropped out.
Well, Ohio, they actually have a full size, a mid size, and a subcompact because like the HK VP9, the Glock 19, stuff like that, they're actually considered a mid-size gun because you can go into the Glock um, um, 40, the Glock something. I can't remember what it is now, but it's a 45, and it's actually a larger gun. It's actually considered a full size, which kind of like the same thing as my Colt. I've got some 1911 45s,
Hmm.
like the old Army style pistols, but they're just newer, and they they're actually full sized pistols, and they're bigger than my HK VP9s. They're longer, they're a lot bulkier gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Sister Marie, we don't have range time and all here where I live at. I'm not
Yep.
even sure where I would have to go for a safety course.
If you're gonna get a if you're gonna get um, a semi-auto, if you end up getting a semi-auto, I would go with the Striker Fire because you can literally beat the living piss out of them on the back side of them, back there where like a hammer or whatever is supposed to be.
Mm.
Glock 21. Okay, there you go. Yeah, Glock 21. I couldn't remember exactly. They have. Yeah, exactly, Prepper Cowboy. That's what I was saying. The mid frame, it's not got the bulk of a full size, but it's not so small that it's got a lot of kick. But I mean, you got to understand, a 9mm. I mean, it's going to have some recoil. It's just, I mean, it's kind of hard to, unless you get a full size. They make some full size guns in the 45s, but in the full size guns in 9mm, but
Right.
Yeah, that's another thing you gotta. Yeah, Taurus makes what's that one, the Millennium, or is it the Taurus? I've been kind of away from pistols for a while because I've got so much stuff already and been using my money for other things and just hadn't been paying attention, and I don't have that Rolodex memory. It's I guess the drugs got me back in the day.
I understand that. I'm the same way sometimes. Sometimes it will take me days to remember something. And then I'm like, no, why wasn't that on the tip of my tongue?
Right. Yeah, you can check. Does your state have a concealed carry law, or is it just constitutional, which is just open carry?
You can do open carry,
Uh-huh.
but they do like for you to have concealed permits.
Right. Well, now
But
your concealed.
go
Some
ahead.
of the concealed carry instructors, you can search online and find one probably pretty close to you. You might be surprised, of finding one pretty close to you. And some of them people offer courses as well, training courses and stuff.
All right. And I know Miss Mack had said that some police stations offer courses too. So I'll definitely check with that, but hopefully it'll be our sheriff department that offers and not our city. I don't
G3,
care for
that's
our city.
the Taurus G3. That I was trying to think of that one a minute ago. That is a nice little pistol, that Taurus G3. The Shield is a pretty decent gun too. It's Smith and Wesson is always a good choice. And I've looked at them mechanics. They're pretty nice too. I've been looking at one Prepper Cowboy here lately. That's it's called I'm not sure how to pronounce it, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it's like Garrison. It's a Turkish made, and I've been really looking at a lot of reviews on it, and it looks just like the Beretta M9. It looks just like it. It's got the ambidextrous safety and decocker on it. It actually takes the Beretta magazines and everything, and a lot of it's EEA, I think. And they're saying that they're saying it like it's a lot of people, and you can get one for like $400.
That ain't bad.
It's a Garrison, Girsan. Is that right? Garrison Regard.
I think so.
It's called a Garrison Regard MC Sport. Man, them things are freaking sweet, man. They look identical to it. And in fact, the Beretta M9, you can actually, the holsters and stuff fit this Garrison fits The Beretta M9. It comes with a 18+1 9mm. And all the reviews I've seen on them, it's EAA, a new EAA Garrison Regard Gen 3. They got a Gen 4. It's a Beretta M9 clone. And everything I've seen on them, the reviews and stuff are just freaking awesome. And but that might be a little much for you to try to learn with, with the decocker and all that stuff. But then again, I don't know.
Right. Like I said, I've been around them my whole life. As far as like the long pew pews go, I absolutely love, any of them with a wood stock to them. I like the looks of them. I don't like the plain black and stuff like that. My dad has a 22 that has intricate carvings in it in the stock. It is absolutely beautiful design. And but I know the stock and all. Well, the looks of it's not what matters, but my thing with pew pews has always been I have very, very sensitive hearing.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons why I want a 22. It's not as loud.
Well, let me tell you this. Go to the sporting goods section of whatever store you're at. They sell these headphones called Walker. You can get a set for about $50. You can actually go online and probably get them a little cheaper, but it's Walker, like Walker, Texas Ranger Walker. And they've got a built-in microphone. You can turn them, so you put batteries in it, you turn it on, and it actually has a microphone in it. So if you're just standing there talking and you're not shooting, you can hear each other talk. And the minute, a loud snap goes off, it automatically deafens, the sound. Right. I've got a pair of them, and that's actually several of my boys that we hang out, we hang out and go shooting together and stuff. We all got them, and you can actually buy walkie-talkies for them too. That fit right on them, and got a little mouthpiece noise canceling wizard. Yeah, that's what I was trying to. That's what I was saying. I don't have the Rolodex. Man, words sometimes go away from me, and I'm like, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Noise canceling. And you can get them online. Let's see. I'll look one up real fast. Because I think I ended up paying like $90 for mine, because I ordered the whole set, with the walkie-talkies and everything. But
right.
Walker headphones. Yeah, the Walker Razor Slim Earmuffs. Here we go, Amazon. Probably be where they'd be about the cheapest at. About as I hate to say, but it is what it is. $42.
Wow.
Yep, Walker Razor Slim Low Profile Electronic Earmuffs. and they're noise canceling and everything, and I love mine. I wear them hunting too because um, the microphone in them is really sensitive, and you can actually hear stuff for a lot farther off than what you can with your regular ear.
Right.
Two
Well,
omnidirect.
that's like I hear all y'all, talking about the AK and all, and I have a bad history with that gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, those really, really do hurt my ears.
Huh.
I'm not saying I wouldn't ever, shoot one or anything like that, but I just, when people go to talk about them, I kind of go the other way. But part of that's because I actually had one pointed at me one time.
Yeah.
That's back when I was extremely terrified of them. Down here, it's nothing for, a bunch of rednecks to get drunk, and you can guarantee if there's a bunch of rednecks getting drunk, there's somebody pulling a gun. I mean, and my parents were, part of those that they didn't never go anywhere without me because I was the only child.
Right.
So, I wound up seeing a lot of things a child should never see. And I watched my uncle pull a gun on several people, my ex-husband, one of them.
Right.
In which he pulled his, it was his dad's Civil War pistol.
Yeah.
Not Civil War, World War One.
Oh, one?
Mm-hmm. And he always kept it in his boot. If he had his cowboy boots on, you better believe there was a gun in it. It was always in his right boot. And usually there was a beer in the left boot.
Well, as far as it goes for any time you're going to be doing any shooting, I mean, definitely get you a set. Excuse me. Get you a set of them walkers. You can get them for $42. I put the link there in the chat where you can just go right to it, and they're like $42. I don't know what it costs you for shipping. I guess if you got Amazon Prime, you probably get it shipped for free. I guess and
right.
I mean, they're so worth the money. I mean, just absolutely worth the money. In fact, my cousin got a pair because we have our own deer camp. My cousin and I do, and my uncle's in it, my wife's uncle, and my father-in-law was the leaseholder, but he passed away. So Sophia's asking for the link. She's saying she'll show you her ear protection.
There you go, Sophia.
That'll give me a second. I'm gonna run and grab my drink.
All right. There you go, Sophia. Y'all definitely teaching me a lot. I appreciate it, guys. But Mike, I'll definitely hit you up one day when I'm over that way, and we'll meet up together. There she is. Oh, I like that.
Okay, so like you, I have sensitive hearing, and I don't know if it's because of the pseudo, but especially after having the stent put in my brain, and I don't have the tinnitus in my ears, like my hearing is like hypersensitive peach. But these, like my husband's making noise over there with the barbecue, and I can't hear that. I can hear you. But any loud noises that come, it cancels them out. It totally cancels them out. So no matter what, no matter how loud your pew pew will be. You get yourself a set of these, it ain't gonna matter.
And you can adjust the volume.
And these have like, explain, Chris. These have the volume,
Yeah.
so like you can adjust it. So even if, let's say you're at the range and it's too loud, you can turn them down.
Mm-hmm.
Anything over, it's either 82 or 85 decibels, it turns the microphones off.
Yeah, and it blocks it all out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Even talking too loud, they'll turn themselves off.
I'm talking AR, I'm talking 357 Magnum, I'm talking 12 gauge. It blocks it all out.
Awesome.
They're not that expensive.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, dinner's almost ready. Here, will you take those in?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Hold on, my darling. But yeah, I just wanted to jump up here and show you that. And Monique, I will email you a picture of that Kimber I am talking about. Give me just a few minutes, guys, because we're getting dinner going here.
Wizard, she's gonna shoot you.
Is he over there running his mouth? He is, ain't he?
Can anyone see Sophia shooting with those ear muffs, but with cat ears on top?
Oh, I do it. I've also got the sling for my bullpup, and it's pink and black paracord. God, you see my ammo can.
I'm back now. I couldn't hear what you were saying. I know it was a bunch of damn lies.
Absolutely not. I was showing her my pink earmuffs.
Hey, Miss Peach.
Yeah.
Right down below us there. I think it'll be like over here some, towards kind of like under me or whatever. There's a different layout.
Uh-huh.
Click one of them. It'll lay us out different and make the screen bigger for each of
All
us.
right.
If you don't mind, please.
Well, no,
I don't mind at all.
Hold on, y'all. I'm going to jump down because, like I say, dinner's going to be ready here and I got to get my kiddos fed. And my daughter is trying to get out her other front tooth and is requiring my assistance.
All right.
But I love you, Peach.
Yep.
Backwoods,
Love
yep.
you.
Okay.
Yep.
This is them earmuffs I was talking about. They also come with a little patch.
Love y'all.
Love you.
And you can get different patches for them.
Mm-hmm.
And mine's got the walkie-talkie on it, so we basically what we do is me and my cousin, he got a pair too, and that way when we're out in the woods, we can use at our deer stands, we can use the walkie-talkie part to talk to each other.
Right. Sup, Monty?
See?
And I heard someone mention pink earmuffs, and I'm like, what?
See, I've got them on right now, and I can hear y'all plain and clear.
Right.
They got the noise cancellation.
Yeah.
Those are neat. First time I ever had a pair on back when I was still legally able to shoot a gun. I was amazed.
When I do this, like I can't hear. I can't even hear that as well as when we're talking.
Right.
Yeah, they're quick.
Yeah, they're well worth.
I'm definitely gonna look into it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I put the link up there. Like I said, they're only, you can get. Like I said, the whole setup was like $90 because I bought the walkie-talkie part with it. But other than that, just to by themselves, they're like $40. I bet y'all didn't know I done this damn thing, did you? elbow pads, gloves,
Mm-hmm.
fighting gloves, another pair of fighting gloves. These are Oakley's. Another pair of fighting gloves. Some laser proof safety glasses.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know what I'd be doing with all this, would you?
Not one bit.
My daddy told me, he said, I'm kind of scared to teach you to shoot a gun. I asked him, I said, why? He said, because there ain't no telling who you might get.
All right.
He said, hey, you're too quick to anger. I laughed at him. I said I would never aim a pew pew at someone unless it was in self-defense and I have to.
Let's just say we used to go and have fun with the rioters.
Right.
Only we weren't playing with them.
Mm-hmm.
I do got a question for you, Backwoods.
Yeah.
I seen May in this recent video today, and I see one of them fellas dressed up in some gear like that, and I'm like, is that Backwoods in front of him running?
No, it ain't actually me in front of him running, but I have been with him at some of these protests. Flashlight, earpiece for my Baofeng to the communication pieces, like the CIA type shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is my special got to go kick somebody's ass bag.
Right.
Where's that one zipper? Open the wrong one, I think. Oh yeah, it's down in here.
I also watched your new video yesterday.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Appreciate it. Huh, what's this?
There you go. I don't blame you none whatsoever.
I'll go. Well, hell, my green screen ain't even on.
No, it's not.
I'll turn my green screen on and show you something. Oop, wrong button. Monique probably. Just saying. There may be 3, 4, maybe 5 of them kick your ass bags there. Just saying.
Right. Oh,
Edible panties in a box? No, I already eat them.
They was biscuits and gravy flavored. I couldn't help it.
Hey, put me on. Do you know how to put me on solo layout for a minute?
there you go.
What the hell? What happened?
You're solo. You asked for it.
What happened? That's weird. Why'd it go black? Oh, well, it's black on my end.
Oh, it's not here.
It's not here.
My screen is completely black. I can't see a thing, but I can see it on the YouTube side. So
yeah,
let me see if I can figure this the right way. Let me catch up over here on the YouTube side. Yeah, this guy right over here in that corner.
Mm-hmm.
behind this chubby guy over my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. With the blue stars on my face and them red sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
That's me at the Capitol. Not the main Capitol, like the Capitol here in
Right.
Arkansas.
State capital.
Oh, there it just came back on now. Yeah, this guy right here, that's me.
You can't even tell that's you.
That's me.
I
That's the
believe you
idea.
though.
These are some of my boys here. Just saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, so whoever that was that left that comment in that one video I've got that said that we won't do nothing but sit on our ass. Yeah, well, I told her, I said, well, the best thing for you, I said, you might ought to just sit on the sidelines. That's probably the best place for you.
Right.
In that last video I did, yeah, some woman was saying that we ain't gonna do anything, and that's why I told her just no. That's random Jenny. That's them sleeves. I don't know if y'all seen them before, but they only come up to like right here. So
Mm-hmm.
you wear a short sleeve and you can pull them sleeves up, and they are for I don't have any tattoos, but they are for covering up tattoos or any like birthmarks or anything like that. When you go and do something like this, you want to be as concealed as possible, because a lot of or when I say concealed, I mean you don't want to give the enemy any kind of marks or anything that they can see on you and everything. And then plus, we were all, except for this guy here, he rolled his sleeves up because he didn't have no tattoos, but it was just kind of a uniform thing, I guess you could say.
Right.
So now my camera's screwing up here. Now it's black on my hand again. What's wrong with you, camera? But anyway, yeah. So I actually I've actually been out there and do that damn thing. And we bought the laser-proof glasses because that's what they were doing, was using lasers and pointing them in your eyes and trying to, they can blind you like that.
Yeah. The technology's got where it don't take very much for somebody to find you at all.
Right.
Whether it's by, with the like laser for your eyes, or, markings on your body or anything like that. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Plus they
exactly.
had that.
Prepper Cowboy knows what I'm talking about when I was talking about the laser glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially some of those. How would you say it? Not the word that Prepper Cowboy used, but some of the other ones. They had that green light that nauseates you. It's like a little green flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, cats love those. And which our chihuahuas do too. Like, you can point it at the floor or whatever. They like to try to chase it. I don't know about anybody else, but they flash them in my eyes and I want to punch somebody. But yeah. Oh Lord, I shouldn't have done that. I don't know why, but me and Lala was talking about it last night. The last couple of days, I haven't had any energy whatsoever.
Monique.
Right, Monique? I completely understand that. for me, what it sounds like Trudeau and them's done up in Canada is kind of like a version of our martial law without curfews, is what it sounds like to me.
Sorry, I had to run in the house for a second. Do something.
It's all right.
I've got,
Not a problem.
Let's see. I was trying to see if I had some of the arm sleeves in this one bag here. They're pretty neat. You can order several different ones. Yeah, here's one. No, that's a mask. Yeah, you can go to the SA company.
Mm-hmm.
And it's they you can buy a bunch of them gaiters, you know, and different arm sleeves and stuff like that. Oh,
I believe it, cowboy. I know it's coming. He's just going to wait till closer to time for elections. Like I said, there's not going to be a 2024. I don't think so anyway. Hey, baby, I'm still live. That's the reason why I clicked decline.
here we go. I'll turn my camera back on real quick. Show y'all what these are. You can get them from this SA company, and it's it looks like that, the SA.
Mm.
You can get like 5 for $20 of these different gaithers, you know. Like I've got this one.
I have one.
Yeah, I've got this one. This is the one I was. It was either this one or the other one I've got in the truck. This is the one I was wearing that day. And these are them arm sleeves. So they're just, you know, you just put them on. Just put them on over your arm like that.
They're from that company. They're like they cut down on the UV, so they don't so you don't get sunburnt while you're fishing.
Well, that's true, and that's the one I was
initially.
Wearing. That's the one I was wearing in the.
That's sweet.
In the deal, it's We the People, and got a Statue of Liberty on it. That's the one I was actually wearing in that picture.
I've also seen the ones though that they like what you was also saying. Okay, so for people that don't have tattoos and stuff, they're full on sleeves and they have tattoos already on them, and they're easily to remove.
Yeah, son, I'm good. Yeah, my son-in-law popped in chat down there.
Oh, okay.
Little Guspo.
Hey, on one of your videos, I dropped my email backwards.
Oh, okay. Is it the one that I just did?
It's my full name. It's a Gmail one.
Well, I'm saying, is it the video I just did, or
no? The one. Shoot. I don't know which one I dropped it on.
did you drop it as a new comment?
Yeah.
Or did you add? Because you know, if you add on to somebody's comment, it I don't always get them.
No, it's a new comment.
When'd you do it?
Well, at least 3 or 4 days ago.
Oh. See, and that's another thing, man. I was in there in my comments the other day, couple of days. This was like 2 or 3 days ago, and freaking looked in the held for review. I always check that, and there was literally like 10 comments in there, and some of them were like 4 months old. That all of a sudden came up for the Baofeng antenna. Yeah, I got. Do you have the Baofeng 5 or the 8? I bought this one here for when I'm out in certain areas and stuff, and this is actually an 8 antenna, and it works on the 5, but you have to. It's real long. You can see. I just got this. It's a damn. Excuse me. It's a WWM or a or the WMM. Shit, I can't remember. I just looked on the Baofeng. Where did that paperwork go? Yeah, I can't find it.
Have y'all thought about, you remember the old school TV antennas from like the 80s? You know, where you had like 3 or 4 channels maybe?
Uh-huh.
Have y'all ever thought about maybe seeing if you can use those for an antenna for your Baofengs?
I don't know about that.
I know Sophia's husband Chris looked into it for me last night, and he said that you could. You just have to have different couplings for it.
UV 5R. Extended antenna. Yeah, it's a foldable flat whip. Yes. You can get them on eBay for $12.39. Damn, that link is long as shit. I don't know if I can post that damn link. Jeez, it goes all the way back. Let me do this. I can actually. So I just looked up Baofeng UV5R extended antenna, and it's actually the first one that comes up. It's a 42.5 inch length foldable antenna for $12.39. It's also got one that it looks like it's got a. Wow, that's a pretty cool deal. I didn't ever seen that before. That deal is real long too. Here's one that. See if I can get my camera to focus in. Check that out.
Yeah.
It's got real long cable on it, and you could set that up like up high. I might order that. That's only $4.72.
That definitely ain't bad.
I'm about to order that.
Hey, Susanna, it's okay, hon. There's a lot of people having problems getting notifications here lately.
Yeah, I didn't, Susanna. I didn't get notifications on a couple of videos actually.
What the? I just checked all your videos and I can't find it now.
That's what I'm telling you. Some of them
crazy.
Some of them are held for review, and when like I said, I got like I check the held for review every single day or every single time I go into my comments.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it's never, there's never anything in there, and then all of a sudden I'll go in there, and this was like 3 days ago, and there was like, man, I don't know, it was a bunch of damn comments, and some of them were 4 or 5 months old, and I was like, what the UV5R. Okay.
Yeah, this was like Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Maybe Thursday or Friday. Huh. Yeah, I just checked.
Well, I figure when I make a video and, you know, people watch it, well, anybody that comments, I feel, you know, I should give them a heart and a thumbs up and let them know I acknowledge their comment, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like if they're going to take time to comment, you know, how much better range does that have? I'd have to go back and look.
Well, if that comment does happen to pop up on one of your videos on the comments, just go ahead and erase it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I thought by now you would have seen it, but I know they've been messing with people.
Man, they've been doing it hard too.
Mm-hmm. They took Hawk down, and they didn't even give him no strikes on Channel 9. They just straight up took it all the way
They
down.
took 9 down?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Now he's on 10. He just got done doing a show on me and his channel today.
Jesus.
They didn't give him no strikes at all.
Well, you know, it was funny because the other day, I think you had said something about going over to his channel. And I went over there and I was like, well, hell, I don't see him. He must, something, you know, they must have already ended or something. And I just didn't think about it. Well, then I saw somewhere in a chat, somebody was like, yeah, I was been over there at Hawks and was going to go back over there. And someone said, well, where's he at? I couldn't find him. They said, oh, he's on number 9. And I was like, oh, so I looked that up. And I was like, okay, I subscribed to that. And then shit.
Yep.
Let's see.
I put that in
Another
private
channel
chat.
Another channel just was reporting that Russia's wanting to break it down into 3 states. Off-grid desert farming. And then something about just hours away. I accidentally clicked on it and, well, it started playing and I was like, wait a minute, let me get out of this. But yeah, Prepper Cowboy, my grandma used to have a ham base. And after she passed away, it was passed down to me, and then her son wanted it, you know, so he could play around with it and whatnot. And upon his death, it was supposed to come back to me, but he passed away last year, and sadly, I have yet to get that ham radio back.
Oh. Maybe it was on a show. My bad.
Did what,
Sorry.
Monty?
Oh, Georgia Praise. I was reading her comment. My bad.
Oh, you're good.
Didn't interrupt.
Nah, you good.
I don't know how much it gives it more distance. I can't remember what it was. But I mean, in order to get any kind of real distance out of one, you know, you really got to have a real antenna set up, repeater system. You know, you can have a repeater set up. Huh?
was looking at the
Yeah, cowboy. And thing is, even though technically it's mine, I don't want to fight with my cousins, so.
Yeah, that sucks.
Because, I mean, it's one of them ham radios from back in, like, the 60s and the 70s. So, you know it's good quality.
Oh, okay. Prepper Cowboy's got it. It gives you 5 more. It takes you from 15 to 20 miles. Okay.
Georgia prays, get with Sophia B. Her husband Mike can walk you through it.
Yeah, I know just about enough about this bow thing to do what I need to do, but if I messed with it too much, I'd end up getting myself in trouble, if you know what I mean. So,
Right. Yeah, cowboy. Those are the good ones. They definitely are. But like last night when we was talking about the Bofangs and all,
cold out here.
I had thought about. I know a lot of times, unless you have a very powerful antenna, that you don't have very far of a range. What I was thinking is, like, here where I'm located at, I know I can reach Georgia Praise because she's not that far from me. Lala, I believe, is just over the Alabama line. What if we have, like, enough people that maybe we could keep in contact? You know what I'm saying?
Right. What I was thinking is, some of the guys that I mess around with we're talking about having these antennas where you could bounce off of antennas.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not real sure about all that, but they're saying something about if you've got a certain antenna and then, at that 15-mile mark, or a little sooner, if you've got another antenna and so forth, because we were kind of talking about how to set it up, and because we live in a lot, there's a lot of mountains here.
Right.
And we were talking about on how to bounce signals around, and there was some of the guys that are a lot smarter about these radios than I am. They were talking about it, and they were saying something about putting up certain antennas and being able to bounce them off of each other, and where you could actually talk to someone, like 40 or 50 miles away. Just bunny jump comms to keep in contact. Yeah, that's. Yes, I am. I'm Arkansas. That's right. Oh, Arkansas boy. Lived here my whole life.
That's one state I've never made it to. Wanted to, but I never made it to it.
Yeah, I don't. I hardly. I mean, when I was traveling when I was younger, working. I went to California, and of course through the states going there, and Louisiana, Texas. I worked in them states, and other than that, man, I pretty much, that was just during that one time. Other than that, I've stayed in Arkansas, except for like I went up to Missouri and up to Branson, and been up to see Hutch up there in Missouri.
Right.
And I hope to get up there and see him again for too long.
I've been all the way north to Trenton, New Jersey, as far south as Miami, and as far west as El Paso, Texas.
Yeah. Well, I live down in the valley in between two mountains. I like it because you can, where I'm at,
Mm.
you can pretty much, I can pretty much escape into the hills in just pretty much any direction.
It's easier for me to tell you what states I haven't been to. That's one thing that was good about that one company I worked for.
Susanna said if you like her mountains, you'll love her bush. Who's Hutch? Hutch Homestead.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's not bad, cowboy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Definitely.
Dang, 5 minutes. It's pretty good.
I swear this weather down here is bipolar.
Right.
Yeah, definitely drop these guys' channels, please.
Oh, Lordy.
They both have a lot of good content, and I enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm just starting that series, No More series, and I've got another series that I'm fixing to be involved in, but I can't say anything. It's not come out yet. Actually, two different deals I'm about to be involved in. They ain't come out yet, so I can't say nothing.
I understand that.
Going to be fun. We're trying to get creative.
Yeah, like I said, I'm working on my natural disaster. I was working on my natural disaster videos, for preps. And then with all this going on now overseas, I kind of veered off that into the nuclear stuff. So, and it's going to wind up being at least 2 videos on that one.
Right. Hey, Jens, see the weather coming in about Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
No.
Yeah, well, it'll be down in Arkansas, all across there through Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, all through there. And they're saying that could be some tornadoes, and then behind it be some snow and ice.
Oh,
jeez. No. Oh, no.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea, Prepper Cowboy Comrade. He's got KORMD or whatever radio. I always call him Comrade. I think he actually just he dropped in for a little lunchtime deal this afternoon. I seen it. I was out working and I was trying to catch some of the videos while I was working, but sometimes I can't hear them because I start getting noisy over there with the saws and stuff. What was that? I just seen.
Yeah, y'all feel free to drop the links. Y'all know I'm good with it.
Yeah, that's what I've always said. People, when I'm on a live chat and they're like, "You care if I drop a link?" Nope, I don't care a bit. Share everybody's channel out, man. We need to all be. Here it is. Oh,
Right.
comrade. Yeah, he's a smart dude when it comes to the radio stuff.
I would have to say basket comms. A lot of people don't talk about comms. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Right.
Awesome, Monique.
Potassium iodide. That
Yeah.
is for radiation. That's for radiation poisoning.
I ain't taking it. If it gets to the point that we have to be taking pills for radiation, it's going to be so bad. I don't want to live past that. I've got a $2 bullet for that. Just saying.
Right.
That's like, y'all have heard me talk about it. You know, I live less than 100 miles from Kings Bay. And, you know, that's where our biggest nuclear submarine base is. And it's like number 3 on Russia's hit list.
What is one of the most underestimated prep items not being stocked up?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's kind of a long list, really. What is one of the most underestimated prep items? I don't know. I always said candy.
Yeah.
I mean for real, because um the reason I say candy is because, you know, it's nice to have you know, a piece of candy can, in a bad situation, can you know, it's soothing, can calm you down, and let you sit back and think for a minute.
So your area lost it too, Miss Mac? Our cell towers went down today.
I don't know, Ohio Prepper. I got a lot of duct tape. I'm just saying. I live in the South, man. We fix everything with duct tape.
Mm-hmm.
I got a whole great big ass drawer over there just full of all kinds of duct tape. All, camo duct tape, silver, white, blue. I don't know. Hell, I've got a bunch of different colored duct tape. So I got all kinds of duct tape.
Got any of that T-Rex, but the T-Rex kind? It holds and it's stickier than that gorilla duct tape.
Seems like I bought a roll of that. I've got it's a big ass drawer just full of duct tape, because my thought was I've also got a lot of this.
Oh, Ohio. I knew that.
Yeah, I might have a few whips and chains too. Just saying. No, I've got a lot of Visqueen, plastic, roll plastic,
Mhm.
and I stocked up quite a bit of that stuff a long while back, so that if like if something went airborne, like really airborne, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could tape all the windows and doors up, things like that, and staple guns, manual staple guns, staples. And if you're going to store a lot of plastic, make sure you store it in a climate controlled area as much as possible, because it will get old and brittle.
Right.
Yep.
Sophia B, I actually have handcuffs. It wasn't for what y'all nasty minded people are thinking.
Nasty minded. What's funny is y'all talking about this on Valentine's Day. That's what's cracking me up.
The handcuffs, they're actually the zip tie style, the actual real ones, that the police use.
Mhm.
I have some pairs of them. That was for in case the mostly peaceful protesters, acted naughty.
Oh yeah. I definitely know what you mean about that. That's one thing I can honestly say. I've never been handcuffed. I went to jail, but I was never handcuffed.
That's just because you ain't never been with the right man. Just saying.
I've been handcuffed 3 times, and I'd like to say it was for pleasure, but it wasn't. That's all I'm saying.
I've been handcuffed, not for pleasure and for pleasure.
Oh Lord, God.
Really, Susanna? No, Sophia. I just said it wasn't for pleasure. In other words, all 3 of those times. Yeah, well, anyways.
Yes, I know about the hot wax as well. Sometimes painful pleasure is awesome. Just saying.
Let's just say the last time that they arrested me, they was questioning me, and they offered me a donut, and I'm like, "Are you guys? What is it with you cops and donuts?" Of course, I was still high, but I was like, "Yeah." Anyways, I thought it was funny. I really did think it was funny at the time. Yeah, until they, yeah. Anyways. Oh, time for another cigarette. When I'm up on panel, that's when I smoke a lot.
I'm the same way.
Look at Stuart snaking in with the awesome freaking answer. Slipping in the back. He likes to slip in from behind. You got to watch out around Stuart. And I absolutely agree with that, Stuart. And that's why I'm going to a training deal Saturday. We are going to run. We are going to shoot our pew pews. We are going to. We are going to. While we are shooting our pew pews, we are going to have somebody walking beside us, shooting off another pew pew for distraction, and another guy beside you that is going to be slapping us with sticks, slapping our guns, slapping us on the hands, slapping us on the head, and everything else. That's real
Damn.
training.
Yeah.
Money can't hang.
What the Chingawe? What the? I like that one comment she put up there. Pain rocks. I'm with Sophia.
Well, Sophia. God, Stuart.
What do you say now?
Like a ninja. Don't look back. Just look forward. I'll take care of the rest.
Oh, wow. Marfugel TV just went live and is talking about no bars. You know, he's holding a cell phone. Says 0 bars. What happens then?
Uh-oh.
Well,
But yeah, when I woke up today and there wasn't no cell service, yeah.
all I can say is you wake up and there's no bars, there's no internet, there's no power, all that good stuff. Just reach over, or at least for me, I just reach over and grab one of them pew pews and look at it and slide it back just a hair and be like, yep, there's one in the chamber. Yep, I'm ready to go.
Right.
And start peeking out the window and finding out what's going on. Start getting on your two-way radios and stuff like that.
Start sending out smoke signals.
Yes, Monique King, books
Figuratively.
Books are always awesome because if the power goes out and you store everything on your computers and stuff like that, then you can't get to it. Internet, stuff like that. You can go to flea markets and yard sales, and you would be surprised at the flea markets that I've got several survival skill books and camping books and different tradesman books and stuff. I've gotten them from the flea markets a lot.
Ohio's down there talking about the Kama Sutra.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna tell you this. By the way, the nip stuff, a good old set of $1.50 package of clothespins works good too.
Yeah.
I like a good pair of little vice grips.
Oh, Lord.
No. Not for me. No. So, never mind. We're online. So this. I had an older friend. I had a friend, a long life friend, and she was flipping me shit one time. I was like, "You keep it up. I'm going to take a pair of vice grips, clamp them on there, and then I'm going to hook it up to a capacitor with a charger."
$1.50, $1.50. I forgot you was over there in California over there where you just don't understand a lot of this kind of talk right here, but it's $1.50. See? I do kind of dig them women that like their hair pulled too a little bit.
Hey, mine's just now getting long enough.
He's like shit. grab the back of that hair and pull that hair off. Mm-hmm. Girl, you're gonna fucking enjoy this. I can promise you.
Ohio. Oh shit.
Yeah, especially when they're sitting on your lap facing you. Oh yeah.
Make that head tilt. Make that head tilt up.
Yeah, I knows a little something about that. That's right. Just because I'm old country boy and talk funny, that don't mean I don't know a few things. Us country boys like to get freaky too.
Yeah, we're educated.
Hey, that's my word, educated.
I'm still trying to think. I'm still trying to remember that one that that one time that when Backwoods up on a panel a couple of weeks ago, and he's like, "Are you adding words to the dictionary?" Oh, I can't remember them. They was funny though.
Oh, Christopher's here. We have to behave now. We're not nasty, Christopher.
I think one of those words was experimenting.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other one. I was laughing. I was down in chat.
Prepper Cowboy, you should not tattle. It's not nice to tattle.
Right. Hey, it's mine. I can wash it. It's mine. I can wash it as fast and hard as I want to. How about that?
That's right, damn it.
Well, ain't that the way you like it, Sophia?
The people in chat are all in and say, BS.
Whatever.
We was
Those
up
three
here
right
having
there.
a conversation and y'all started it.
Yeah.
In chat.
Those three right there at the very bottom. Well, they jumped. They always yeah,
Tell
they
him,
always
Stuart.
lead everything astray.
I always got to tenderize the meat. Hell. Georgia prays it ain't my fault. It's all of their fault. Every one of them in chat except for you because you weren't here.
I'd tell you to turn them across your knees, but yeah, I don't think that'd work very well. It'd just make it worse.
Most of us would like it.
Susanna.
Oh, I mean, most of them would like it. Yeah. Oh, look, we scared Georgia off.
We scared the host.
All right.
Well, hello, everybody.
So welcome to Georgia's Sex Hour.
You gotta love it when you get kicked out of your own chat. Ooh, Sophia.
Now the bullshit's getting deep.
Oh, hey, Sophia. By the way, I kind of took care of your little problem that was lurking and bothering y'all from the other day. Well, I haven't seen him most of yesterday and today. The one that was being a jerk, Mr. Frog.
Yeah, the one that was Sophie was giving Sophia shit about her eyebrows.
Yeah. I went around chasing him dang near a day and a half, and jumping from lily pad to lily pad, smacking him. He got so tired of it. He goes, "Can't you just leave me alone? I'm being good." I'm like, "No, you're not, because I'm tired of you."
She copyrighted her eyebrows, so they can't nobody mention them or show them. So
You're right, Monique. He is. Me and Craig and Riddle, we all gave him plenty of chances to behave and be nice, and then he wants to pull stupid BS like that. And yeah. Anyways.
I'm glad you made it home, Miss Mike. It ain't gonna be long before this Peaches will have to go get her something to eat. I ain't ate supper yet. And I can't believe we've went 3 hours and 26 minutes. Wow. I've enjoyed it though. I've learned a lot.
Are you in upper Georgia or lower Georgia?
I am in lower Georgia. I'm in southeast.
Oh, right on. The further south I've been in there, south of Atlanta to Macon.
I'm 2 hours southeast of Macon.
Holy cow.
Yep. The biggest store we have in our town is a Walmart.
Right.
And it's a very, very small town. We mostly have fast food restaurants, churches, and convenience stores. We have one Walmart and one grocery store.
Yeah, that's one thing you won't find a lack thereof in the South is churches.
Yeah. Oh, how I've known about whips and chains.
I think I forgot what southern state I went through, and it was a little town. It might have been right there at Treon, somewhere in there. I counted up. I opened up the phone book and I was like, I counted them because I'd already seen a bunch of signs. I counted 21 churches in that one town. I'm like, holy moly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That shit,
someone's like,
gotta know. Hell, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 churches within 10 minutes of me.
Same here in this little town.
So, on just this road alone, and it's a very short road, the road ain't even a mile long, there's 3 different churches.
The county I live in has about 9,000 people.
Yeah.
Just the county.
Oh, well, isn't that nice of Google?
What?
I guess it's Google. I don't know or whatever system this is on my computer. I was looking down there on the taskbar down on the bottom, and it's got this funny looking symbol and then American flag next to it, and I was like, "What the hell is this? I've never seen this before." And I hovered over it, and it's the women aerials. It tells who's got what and what place they got and all that shit. And I'm like, hell, I'm not trying to watch the Olympics.
Right. Yeah, that's something I don't watch. I ain't watched in years. I used to watch it for the gymnastics, but I don't even watch it for that no more.
I used to like the winter ones with the luge and the bobsled teams and stuff, and the snowboarding. That not anymore.
Yeah.
It's all become more televised, I guess you would call it.
Right.
More so than what it should be. Politicalized and everything else.
Yeah, Fawn, being down here in the middle of August, yeah. It is not recommended. Especially if you are from a colder climate. Yeah. Nah.
What is this? Stewart says he'll be right behind the posse. Shit, I'm gonna be behind the posse, in front of the posse, on top of the posse, on the side of the posse. I'm just saying. I want to be all involved in the posse as much as possible. From every angle.
Why, oh, how I have constantly told y'all that I believe in freedom of speech. Y'all ain't bothering me.
That's right, Stewart. Under the posse, I mean, it don't matter. Just as long as I'm all about the posse, I don't care.
In, out, up, down.
Hell, I'll even stand on my head for the posse. I don't care.
Oh man.
Lord. Yeah, Fawn. Yeah. Christopher, round that posse up. Oh, Lord, y'all kill me. I sit here and laugh most of my lives. But alright, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down so I can go eat. I'm sure that hopefully somebody will be going live. Man down, man down.
Most generally, when I come upon a panel, I try and behave.
I don't.
Some people provoke it, though.
In case nobody noticed, I don't try to behave at all.
So, life's too short. Oh, okay, Ghetto is still live, guys. I'm like backwoods. I'd have to say it would be candy and not comfort food, but we'll just go with candy. There's another word for it, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Well, it's probably going to be some answer like medication or something, but I mean, I've got lots of medications. Lots. And but the candy thing was something that I always thought candy and like word puzzle and coloring books.
Mm-hmm.
Ghettos is not live no more.
Oh, Ghetto's not live no more. units, right, Monique?
Good, strong units.
There we go. That's a good one too. Is units. We can't forget to prep up them units, ladies. Let's give them something to wag them tongues about. But all right, I'll see you guys later. I appreciate y'all for coming up, guys.
All right.
Thanks, Georgia Peach, for having me up on panel.
Yep.
Of course.
Appreciate it. Yep.
We'll see you the next time.
All righty. Night, Chad. I love you guys.
Love all y'all.